What's going on, guys? This right here happens all the time where we start consolidating around. It's basically what happened down here happening up there. Wide range consolidation. I tend to stay away from it. So, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about earning potential for your futures accounts and for your account as a whole, even if you're doing options, right? If your goal, no matter how you swing it, is to reach, everyone wants to reach that $1,000 a day. That's what got most of us to sign up in here. You're imagining $1,000 a day over 251 days, $251,000, et cetera, blah blah blah. But if your goal is that $1,000 and you consistently take $250 to $300 every single trade, for us future people, that's $3. For you, for options people, I don't know how it breaks down anymore. It's a mystery to me. But for futures people, it's $3 with two contracts. Two contracts is the best starting point. Even if you're afraid, risking $300, a $3 move against you, being patient for your play to happen. But more so, I wanted to go to the calculator and show you guys what you can actually make a month by just being reasonable and not trying to gamble and take too much. Because if you go like 10 contracts, sure, you could get $3,000, $5,000, but you can also blow your account in like 2 trades, right? So let's just go $300 times 20 days. Because in reality, even though we can trade like multiple days, there's only 5 days a week that you really want to trade, and that's Monday through Friday. And this is just averaging it. You're averaging $300 over 20 days. That's $6,000. If you get a $3 move on average for 20 days, you will have $6,000 in your funded account to withdraw from. And then you can just continue to do that. You don't have to get $1,000 a day, $5,000 a day. You can just do $300 a day. Obviously, if you go up to 500, what is that? That's $10,000. I'll put it on there just for you guys who are visual learners. $500 a day times 20 days, $10,000. You should be able to, and the keyword is should, with a $5 move and 2 contracts, average $10,000 a month. You should be able to. Now, what we won't say, and which is the obvious truth, is sometimes we get it wrong. You know, even on my best days, or 80%, on my good weeks, I'm around 60 to 66%, right? But I just make sure that my wins are larger than my losses. So you're always targeting that $1,000, 40 ticks. You're always risking that $300. I don't know how it works for options. I would have to actually go and back test it, because I am a 0-day trader no matter what. So this is just going to be me hopping in at 9:30 and getting like $1,000 or $500 at 9:30 off of 10 contracts. So I would get 10 contracts at like 30 cents a piece, and then see if they went up to $1 a piece, or see if they went up to like $1,000 in that first couple of minutes or whatever. Usually I would get like $250, $500, but I don't want to get into that because that puts you guys in the weeds who are just starting out. But I just want you guys to realistically see just 20 days, just averaging it. You can get $1,000 this day, $1,100 this day, negative 459 this day, negative 250 this day. And if you average $500 a day, which is just a $5 move with 2 contracts, and if you get, and the reason that I always put in $1,000 is because a lot of times when the stock market starts moving really fast like this, you'll see right here we're at 507 and it ended a minute later at 517. So you get these $10 moves. So I always put in for $10, but along the way you'll watch me chase it. But if you can just do this on average, even if you average $250 times the 20 days, you're still making $5,000. You don't have to do anything crazy to get paid on these accounts. Be as casual as possible. So like, let's say we're going for $250, fine, reduce it to 1 contract. Now you're looking for $500, but you're taking $250. You guys have seen me do this yesterday several times, where I took 1 contract for $150 each to eventually hit my $500. You know, so you don't have to go big until you have a decent amount of money saved up in your account. But the cool thing is if you can go 20 days and get that $10,000, now you can start playing with more money. Now your earning potential is going to get way higher, because now let's say we're doubling that, right? We were going for $250, now we're going 4 contracts, and half of it is $1,000. So obviously 1,000 plus 20 days is $20,000. You know, don't even have to add that in there. But let's say you got on a couple of those days the full $10 move for the $2,000, and you ended up with like averaging, let's say 1375. We'll just go 1375 as a random number. 1375. Now you got 10K in here and you average that for 20 days. Now you've made 27.5, right? So now your account is up to 27.5. This is your first 4 months, right? That you've added this money. So you add the $10,000 to that. You average even higher that following month going with 4 contracts. I added $10. Minus 10 plus 10,000. $37,500. And remember, the goal that I set over the course of those the 4 months is just 40K. So you guys can see how I hit that 40K being casual. And you guys see, when I start my accounts, I don't start my accounts out aggressive. I compound and build real slow. You want to build that account up really slowly and consistently. You want as many of your trades to go positive as possible. Give me 1 second. All right, taking you guys behind the scenes into my reports, right? This is the Real Funded account. You click download. It'll go up here. And you look at your reports. Look at that. 4 trades, 100% for $625. And all that is taking super duper patient trades. Maximum drawdown, and this is 1 contract, so maximum drawdown is 25 cents for the day. For the day, guys. That's 9:51 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. $625 over 4 trades. Total of 22 contracts. And these were longer trades. So these are intraday trades. 3 minutes, 12 minutes, 7 seconds was my longest trade. You don't have to go and try to make a lot of money in 15 seconds. These are my long trade days. You can see my accuracy. You can see my max drawdown. You can see the time that I did best, $375. And notice every single chart that I have. I want to zoom in on this. Every single chart that I have is like this. Every single chart that I have is me getting in at 4 a.m. I'll get a couple $100. I take whatever it gives me, guys. I'm not trying to be special. 9:30 a.m. I get a big trade. I take that big trade and I run. 11 a.m. I just try to sneak in a little bit more money just to make sure that I get over my $500 a day, right? But it's not anything crazy. And in 2 days, you guys saw yesterday we made 500. Today we made 500. We're up 1,000. We're using 2 contracts for the most part to make these trades. I'll go 4 if I feel really confident in a move or whatever. But even when I go 4, I'm still only trying to get $225, which is the largest win that I have here. My average win was $156 with 1 contract or 2 contracts. So when you separate the 4 and the 22, you basically get 5. So it's around 5 contracts. In reality, it was like I had 1 contract for 6 where I took in a couple $100 where I added to the play. So basically my 9:30 play started with 2 and I kept adding until I got wicked out. But 100% trading, and all it is just being patient and waiting. Being patient and waiting for the right moment to make your trade. 12 minutes, 7 seconds, 1 minute, 1 second. 1 minute 33 seconds, and then we made $50 in 34 seconds, and that was at 11:15. And in reality, I could have stayed in that play, but I got shook out because my goal is always just to get the 500 for the day. And so as soon as I see it, I close the trade. 200, 225, 150, $50. 4 trades. You can do it in 3 trades. Obviously, this was in 3 trades. It was almost enough to get the $500 day anyway. But yeah, like I try to tell you guys, I know you see large numbers, and all of the large numbers are cumulative. All the large numbers that you see on my account, they're cumulative. They take time to get to that point. But when you're just starting out, take your time and just build that $10,000 over 20 days. Don't try to get it all on day 1 or day 2 or whatever the case is.